Well, hello there everyone. And today I was going through some of my previous sketches on how I want to build out this van, and one of the things that I noticed was that as I continue to use it, I'm recognizing there are some things that I probably don't need and some things that I can take away and maybe just improve upon. Now, when I first started making or working with this van, I use boxes, I use plastic bags, containers, and it's what's called like a no build, just to sort of get an idea if this is something you want to do. And over time, I picked up things like a Mr. Buddy heater, like you see there. I've got a fire extinguisher, for safety, that kind of stuff. And then I started building out things like this coffee box, and I've got a video on that. If I'm smart, I may have put a link to that coffee box. And what the coffee box is just as it sounds. It's just a box that I use to get everything together to make a coffee, tea, hot chocolate, things like that. And I'm going through my layout, and one part that I'm noticing is I'm constantly using this part to sort of create more room. As you know, and as I mentioned before, I'm going to try to stand up, bent over. This is a tiny cabin. And this basically is my living room, everybody. It's my kitchenette. It's my everything. So this place is tiny. What do you expect for a minivan, right? And today I've got my shoes on. Usually I'm in my socks, and I've got that little rug that ties everything together. And apparently there's a movie reference to that, The Big Lebowski, if you know anything about it. I think I'm one of the very few people that's never seen that movie. But anyway, I digress. So anyway, going back to this here. So I am really considering making a unit there or something to use that as storage, because I'm using it as sort of like an area for storage. Now what it does is it sort of prevents me from opening this door comfortably, but maybe there's a solution. I'm actually not that sure, so I'm going to figure that out. Now this one here, this big box here, this pantry, and you know what, you can actually see the wood, like how rough it is. And if you haven't seen any of my videos, this entire van was built from found free or near free materials, and that includes the plywood. And I talked about building a budget build with as little money as possible. I didn't go into detail with it because when I was building this thing out, I really didn't think I'd end up on YouTube's, but here we are. Anyway, going back to this whole thing, so I'm going to be designing probably something there, obviously on paper, and right now isn't the best time to actually produce this stuff because, it's winter time, it's kind of cold. Well, today is mild, but it's cold. But back here as well, as I'm sort of using this van more and more, that area there where my lovely socks are is turning into a storage area as well. And there's a curtain in front of that I can pull to the side and have access to light and so on and so forth. And this area here is where I'm keeping a lot of sort of like knick-knacky things. So, and again, this is cardboard. So, oh yeah, by the way, that's another thing I did. So after I did the no build, I started creating stuff out of cardboards. Everything from storage to the boxes here. There's storage underneath here. Okay, so underneath this bed area, which lately I've just been keeping as a bed area because it's great for taking naps at work. Well, obviously on my break, not when I'm at work, but it's been really comfortable, and it does extend out. I just pull it out and I could fit very comfortably and nap away during my break. For this, nap away during my break whenever I lie down. So this is a platform that also converts to a desk, and I'm finding that what I'm doing is I'm actually just using this as a desk, using something that I can keep it flat. So maybe I may not need to sort of like modify this whole thing. Now on the right hand side there, I bought some lights. Aren't they pretty? Yeah, little like fairy lights thing. And you could probably see on the bottom right hand corner, I always introduce it, the silver duck. Okay, but yeah, so I'm going to be changing that up. So this side here I'd like to change out, and obviously on the right hand side I'm going to figure something out with these sort of, I don't know, these hoses, these ducts, and the electrical. I mean, that must, you know, it's starting to freak me out. So I'm going to start cleaning that up as well. So I've got goals for 2021. Now this one here, the kitchenette, I'm going to try to stand up here. You can sort of see it. The kitchenette was one of the things that actually worked really well for me here. So I'm quite happy with it. And again, this is a budget build. And it's like I'm wearing it as a badge of honor. Look at the cardboard. Look, cardboard. You got some wood there. This was from the trash, this piece of wood. This one here was like a Home Depot find, this piece of wood here. It was a remnant. And then you've got that. And this one here, this plastic thing, was from work that they were throwing away. They're throwing away a whole bunch of it. And I said, hey, let me give me a few of those. Maybe I could use it. But this is my kitchenette. And you know what I'm finding? I'm actually not even like using this sink too much. I'm using it as storage. So I might just take out that sink. I'm not sure. It's got a pump. It does pump water. And I've got 2 containers, freshwater containers, and a gray water container just underneath this thing. And yeah, so that's what I've been using. And it's been really helpful. And obviously the little butane stove there that I warm up my water, or I might fry some eggs. Even though I think I've fried eggs in here like maybe no less than like rather less than like 5 times. And I don't cook way too much here. I would rather bake. So you know what, I just gave you guys a quick tour of my current van build as it is right now in December 2020. And if I go to just sort of crawl duck, and I've got that seat happening there, and there's my front dash. And then I think you've seen some of this already. Sorry, my hair is getting in the way. My hair's gotten longer. Oh, there it goes again. But anyway guys, so I've got some ideas, and I think for this month I'm going to be changing or designing some of the layout and see how it works. I'm going to make it out of cardboard first, because it's also something that I can easily put together. I don't have to cut anything. If you have any questions, let me know. And hopefully by this time I've put on my music. I'm going to be asking you to help me build my channel. So please like, subscribe, and share. And if you have any questions, post it up in the comments. I love hearing comments, seeing comments, reading comments. And again, thank you very much for your support, everybody. And have a fantastic week, fantastic month. You know, I really didn't think I was going to be posting today, but I just couldn't help myself. And finally, one last thing. This whole business about the diesel heater tutorial. You know, I don't think I'm the right person to actually put together the tutorial, just because I didn't have anything in the ways of specifics. I didn't actually detail my diesel heater install rather, and I wasn't able to build a tutorial. I have some pictures. I'll post it up, but I think there's quite a number of YouTube links. I'm going to try to put those in the descriptions. I know some of you guys had asked me for a diesel heater tutorial, because I talk so much about it. Because of course I'm going to talk about it. It's December and it's really, really comfy. It's sort of what makes it really comfy in here. So I'll post those things. Aside from that, guys, seriously, I'm so done. I'm going to attempt not to post any more videos. I'm sure at some point I'm going to get tired of it, but who knows? Maybe I won't. Aside from that, everybody have a fantastic month. Oops, I said that already. My pantry. Jam only, jam only, jam only. Okay guys, name that tune. Oh, wait a sec, what's that? My goodness, that's hot sauce. Piri hot sauce. It's delish.